Yo. Hey. All right, y'all, it's Friday. I'm feeling good. I waited all week to do this video because, to be honest, I've been torn all week with a lot. But before I get to that, as always, thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Obviously, I'm in a different scenery. I'm at work. All right. I'm the only one at work during the holiday season. I volunteered to close today just because it's Friday. I just got back in town last week. And, it's cool. I don't mind staying. I'm not doing nothing else for the holidays. I'm not in a rush nowhere. My grandmother already said, people going to be there when you get there. Things going to be there when you get there. It's Friday. I'm not in a rush to get anywhere. And frankly, I want to talk Cowboys with you guys. So the big thing that I think in the title of this video is it's time for Dallas to show us who they really are. There's been a lot made of this week. Philly's injuries, Carson Wentz versus Dak, the Dak injury, the shoulder, which I'll get to some of that in a little bit. And I think that, I went on Sportscaster and I really went into a couple reasons why I think Dallas may win this game. But as you reflect on the season, which has really been a blur, you've seen kind of the ups, the downs, the good, the bad. But you've seen, where this team, when they play good ball, where this team could be and who this team could be and how successful this team could be. Hell, you've seen my ups, my downs, my good, my bad. Working with different YouTubers, my man Joe Rod, Vach, Koye, Law Nation, the whole nine. Shout out to the homie Mark as well. But you see, kind of just the season and what it's been. You see Jerry Jones, going off on the radio. You see Jerry Jones last week, proud of the team and what this team could be. Sunday, 425 is where, let me just say this, if you're gonna go on a run, all right, if you're gonna do what, let's be honest, however Cowboys fans can get it, if it's, 8-8 in a garbage NFC East and we make a run to at least an NFC championship game, I'm guarantee you Cowboys fans will be happy. I will be happy. I've called this team everything this year. I've called Ezekiel fat, slow, and I think that Zeke has been playing very well lately. I've called Dak. Dak has pissed me off throughout the year. Bump all that. If this team can make a run, which in the NFL is so different from, other leagues, other sports. You think about NCAA, you got to build and you got that 10-game window where, their bodies, they're young and this, that, and the third. They have that window where it's like, okay, LSU, they had a good year. You got to be playing your best football from start to finish. When you think about the NBA, you kind of coast in the beginning and then you want to really finish. Or you could do kind of like, the Lakers are doing now. They're kind of playing good and, and what Golden State has done in years past where they've been a powerhouse. But the NFL, you want to be playing your best ball late. You want to be playing your best football late. And I think that's, what, let's be honest, we really want Dallas to start playing some good football. Now, the Bears game happened, but then the Rams game happened. So who the ham sandwich are we? Like, who is this football team? So I'm going to get into why I think that Dallas can win this game. And you look at a team like a San Fran who, is kind of falling off a little bit. A couple other things injury-wise happening with a team like Minnesota, the Dalvin Cook injury, and Madison, he's hurt. Things could fall your favor, Cowboys fans. You got to play one of those teams early. I don't think San Fran, as much as people like San Fran, I don't think they know how to win yet. And, so crazy season. Who knows what the ham sandwich could happen, but it starts this Sunday. Real quick, I did send some CDs out to some people this weekend. If you guys hit me up on, this week, if you guys hit me up on Sportscaster, I'm going to shoot you over a record. It's just that simple. You guys know that I'm working hard with music. I'm working hard coaching kids, and I'm talking Cowboys. So I don't always get to have the fancy production that I would like because it's just so time-consuming. But nonetheless, I'm going to make sure that I try to get, some good Cowboys talk in. Now, let's get to this game. My overarching theme of this game is you stop the run and you run the football and you win the game. Because I just don't – the Eagles just don't have enough on the outside. And I love Zach Ertz. I love Dallas Goedert. They're really good players. Zach Ertz is really good. I think he's not having like that out-of-world year this year. I think he has like 65 catches, maybe a little bit more. And Goddard's been a decent player as well. But then after that, there's just a drop-off on the receiving end of the football. And Dallas has to know that. Chris Richard has to know that. And he has to scheme accordingly. If he does that, Dallas should win this game. That's the facts. But the biggest thing is you must stop rookie Miles Sanders. So Miles Sanders, the successor to Saquon Barkley at Penn State, I'm impressed with the type of runner he is now. Last week, versus the Skins, I think he went for 126 or he went for, he had a good game. You're looking at a Skins team who's a 3-win team, so you don't know exactly, their mindset and their pulse. But nonetheless, Miles Sanders played well, and he has some sneaky traits, all right? Quickness. Very LaShawn McCoy-esque. They'll throw him the ball. Maybe he doesn't have the wiggle, but he has good speed. He's slippery. That's what I'll call him. So you need a Sean Lee game. All right, Sean Lee had a big game against the Rams. You were playing against a more talented player in Gurley, but I think that Philly's offensive line is better. I do. So, do I think that Miles Sanders is capable of beating? I think that anybody in the league is capable of beating you. Philly wants to win this game. Trust and believe that. And I think that defensively, the focus should be on stopping Miles Sanders. I think Carson Wentz is an amazing player. However, I think Carson Wentz has some goofy moments. And I think that he'll have some on Sunday if you make it, So you got to win early in possessions, meaning, first down, let's get it to 2nd and 9. Let's get it to 3rd and 7. Distance. You want to win that down and distance game. And you do that by stopping the run. TFLs, tackles for losses, You need Michael Bennett to knife through a few times. You need Lee Collins to have a game. You need these things to happen to really, navigate which way you want the game to go. To get the game to where you want to win the game. Straight up. Like you can. This is a very, very, very winnable game. I think we're favored by 3. I think that we should beat Philly by 10, 13 points. Because the fact of the matter is I think that we have more talent. Now, offensively, cold game, Dak's the shoulder injury, and I think he's going to play. I think Dak's going to play well. You talk about somebody who has, in his career, I will give him so much credit for staying healthy. Him and 21. I will give them just a crazy amount of respect for staying healthy throughout their career. That's huge. Look at all these backs who are always hurt. Alvin Kamara, this is his, I think his 3rd year. He's had injury deals. 2nd year for Saquon, and he hasn't looked the same at all. Let's be honest. He's kind of, everybody has a replacement for who's better than Zeke, and every year Zeke is right up there. The last 3 years he's been leading the league in rushing, and this year he's up there with the best again. And he's finishing the year strong. He's getting better. He's getting stronger. He really, really, really loves contact. So in that, you start talking about, the game plan. Man, ride Ezekiel Elliott, bro. 25 carries. Ride Tony P, the person who The day when we drafted him, y'all know what I said about Tony Pollard. I said this about him at the Senior Bowl. This guy has some burst. He has some pop. I still remember when he, ran over that linebacker from West Virginia. And I'm looking at this guy. I'm like, damn, he only looks like he could be 210. He just crushed this dude. That's what I'm saying. He runs hard. Give them a heavy dose of both of those guys. All right, because it's just like having a good pitch hitter. Good pitch hitter. You've been throwing a curve, and here comes that fastball, and you're not used to hitting it. All right, Zeke beat you up, and then here comes the hook. And I think if Kellen Moore can get a feel for this game, and not overcoach the game, but just let the game come to him. Take the 3, take the 4, take the dirty runs. All right, make the game muddy. All right, and then take your shots when need be. I think that Dallas wins this game, because I think that you have the better team. I think that you have better personnel, and it's time to find out who this team really, really is. All right, straight up. No more. Let's be honest. For the 2019 season, there is no more. We can get it together. We still believe in this team, and these guys coming to the podium and saying all the right things. It's time to show. And you have the talent. You have Coop on the outside against a bad Eagles secondary. Ron Darby, Jalen Mills. These guys are bad. It doesn't even look like, let's be honest, it doesn't even look like Malcolm Jenkins wants to play football anymore. He just hasn't been the same player, let's be honest. So, go out, win the game. Go out, win the game. It's time for Dallas to show us who they really are. And guess what, y'all? I think they do, baby!